A very weak month for UK equities saw calendar year performance for all segments of the market dragged back into losses. For May, the newest mid-cap and small-cap indices fell by 4.3% and 3.7% respectively, whilst the alternative markets index fell by 4.1%. This was despite an environment in which earnings forecasts in aggregate were upgraded, takeover activity continued, and some key international markets performed strongly. The primary concern with UK investors remains domestic inflation, where a picture of sustained internal pressure from wages and services is offsetting a decline in external factors such as food imports and energy. This stubborn inflationary backdrop, relative to other economies which are seeing downward trends, is causing UK debt markets to remain hawkish. Gilt yields have recently breached the 4% level again. The ongoing headwind of redemptions from UK investment funds is also contributing to the poor momentum. There were some positive dynamics within the technology sector, however, driven by the significant outperformance of large US stocks following a consensus dwarfing trading update from networks and graphics specialist Nvidia late in the month. This news flow has catalyzed investor excitement surrounding generative artificial intelligence, or AI, a technology for machine-created data content such as text, images, sounds, animation, and 3D modeling. Whilst the precise implications of this cannot be known today, it is already influencing investor thinking, with companies perceived to be efficiency winners through greater automation rallying strongly, whilst others whose existing products or services are thought to be technology threatened, suffering rejection. As with the dot-com revolution more than 20 years ago, we are only at the beginning of all of this. The fund fell by 1.6% for the month, significantly outperforming a benchmark decline of 3.5%. This was driven by a broad base of holdings which relatively outperformed, but also included significant contributors from several technology names, mirroring the leadership pattern in the US market. Software reseller and service provider Bytes Technology announced strong full-year results, with 96% of its business generated from existing public and private sector customers. It has not seen any change to spending budgets. Semiconductor connectivity specialist Alphawave IP had an eventful month. After a delay in the completion of its audited accounts, its shares were suspended, followed by an announcement that a CFO was stepping down. With the publication of the accounts, which showed strong organic revenue growth augmented by significant acquisitions, the shares were reinstated and promptly bounced strongly, lightly aided by generative AI sentiment. Other technology-related holdings which performed well included Accesso, Craneware, and Polar Capital. Subsea equipment hirer and services provider Ashtag Technology announced strong results together with a final placing of a private equity holding. This was well received, and the shares currently trade at a premium to the placing price. Underperformers during the month were residential accommodation contractor Watkin Jones, whose interim results continue to suggest a material second half weighting to trading due to ongoing uncertainty within debt markets. Media platform Future, whose interim results reflected the challenging macro backdrop. Promotional products provider Pebble Group, after an inline AGM statement, and energy provider Energian, which was affected by some production downgrades. There was no significant portfolio activity. This presentation is a financial promotion issued by Amati Global Investors Limited, which is authorized and regulated by the Financial Conduct Authority. It is provided for informational purposes only and does not represent an offer or solicitation to buy or sell any securities, nor does it provide all the facts needed to make an informed decision about investing in the fund. Prospective investors should always read the key investor information document and the prospectus, which contain full details of the costs and charges applicable to the fund, as well as specific risk warnings. These documents are available at www.amatiglobal.com.